here on the Amateur Sports TV Sports Show. We're going to do a quick rundown of the Women's Canadian Football League. We have Lisa Thomas with us. Sorry, I'm trying to get my words out. I do apologize. They are 2-0 with the Fearless, and there's another team that's 2-0, the Valkyries. The two teams will be battling here in the recent days for ultimate number one superiority. There's also another Winnipeg team, the Wolfpack. They're 0-2 as well as the Riot. So we have two teams at 2-0 and two teams at 0-2. I guess I have to ask you, Lisa, first question, how is your defense so amazing, having 0 points scored in the first two games?
Well, I guess because we work really hard. Our core has been together for a while. We have an amazing coach, amazing coaches, but our coordinator is, he's great. He's taught us so much over the last few years, and we've had just good success with following his rules and doing what we're taught. And we watch a lot of film, we correct our mistakes, and make more mistakes, correct them again.
So it's a discipline.
Very much.
How many years have you been with the Fearless team?
This is my 12th season.
And so that's almost since the beginning of the Fearless program.
I was there at the beginning.
So you've been there since day one. So this is a great question to ask you, because from start till now, how has the team evolved? I mean, did you have success right away, or how did the team begin to build? And you said you kept a great core together. Run us through those first couple of years.
Well, the first couple of years were, when we first started the first year, we had nobody to play. It was just us here. So there was no WWCFL, there was no league, there was no other teams in Manitoba. So we practiced and practiced and practiced, and it was a bunch of women that obviously had never played before because it was the first year of the sport. And a great woman named Tanis Wilson put us together, and we ended up going to Alberta. Had a couple teams. Calgary and Edmonton each had a team, so we traveled to Alberta that first year on a road trip, and we played each of them in sort of a round robin tournament. And I'm trying to remember, it was a long time ago, but I think we ended up losing in the very final, but they had to put their two teams together to beat us, and it was a very close game. So we started off like that the first few years. I think the first 3 years I played, there was no league. So we kind of traveled. We went to Duluth one year. We had some American teams up here. We had Edmonton here one year. So we just had to sort of scramble, and the challenge was finding someone to play. So now that the league started in 2011, and Saskatchewan was on, there's us and Saskatchewan, and then the other conference is Alberta teams. So it's just been, what's the right word? A bigger challenge playing the Saskatchewan teams. They're very, very good football players, very organized, and so we've sort of had to keep working, keep building, and now in 2019 we're actually on top, almost.
You ladies are 2-0.
Yeah.
You went into Saskatchewan. You played the Riot. I believe the score was 34-0. 9. Okay, 34-9. Yeah. And this past weekend against the Wolfpack, it was 54-0.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about offense and a great defense. I was watching some of the highlights, and Ashanti Shiovo has got lightning in her feet.
Yeah, she's
and
amazing.
she can run.
Yeah, and she's super young. So she's brand new to us this year. She came from our MGFA program, which is the girls program in the city here. And she's a great receiver, great hands, great speed, great knowledge.
I saw her run one back for a touchdown off a kickoff.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't catch her.
Yeah, no, we have some amazing rookies this year that came out, some of the younger girls.
So you mentioned the MJFA. Is that kind of like a feeder program for the Fearless and, I guess, the Wolfpack?
Or I mean, that's not the purpose of it, but yeah, it serves. I mean, it was started so that girls could play, right? So,
absolutely, yeah.
Girls could always play at the MMFA, but they're playing with boys, so this is just a different opportunity for them to play against each other. And it was started, I'm going to get the dates wrong, because about 5-6 years ago. And by Tanis again and Zoof, Lisa Cummings started that league, and they work really hard to keep it going. And it's a great league. work out of St. Vital Mustang, so we have a couple teams there, and I coach one of the younger teams. So it's really nice to see the girls get involved and then yes, eventually come up and play seniors, and then they've had some experience already, right? So.
That's awesome. I mean, you get to see that program. You see the teams evolve and grab local talent.
Yes.
I want to talk about another local talent, Madison Sawicki, your quarterback.
Yeah.
She's been with the team for several years too, correct?
No, Madison is brand new.
Oh, she rookie too?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she's a rookie as well. Does she have a good arm?
She's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's really, really good. Yeah.
Is she more of a run pass option, spider wide 2 banana, or is she someone that can, read the play, diverse the play, make the right play?
I think she can do it all.
Awesome.
This is only her second game with us, so we'll see what evolves but she's so far been just amazing. So
I have to say, like, the fact that you have 34 and 54 scored, the chemistry is incredible.
Yeah.
And I want to talk more about the defensive side. Do you enjoy, the running play, or do you enjoy stopping the pass, or is it just the fact that you get to hear the ball, hear the snap of the ball, and just attack?
Well, I'm a linebacker, so I like stopping the run better.
All right, so you're more of a let the ambulance sort them out at the end of the day kind of thing.
Yeah.
Awesome. I like that, Lisa. Well done. Good. I'm going to end you with this last question. So we're playing the Valkyries next, and that's going to be for the top spot in this Manitoba-Saskatchewan division. What type of game do you expect out of the Valkyries, and what part of your game is going to lead you to an eventual victory?
Well, typically the Valkyries have been Regina's always been the more physical team, and Saskatoon is faster. A lot of passing. They do a lot of we've watched some film, and they in the past have done a lot of 5R, so our DBs are going to get some work. But they're just a very well-honed machine, and they've got some players that had gone and come back, some very good players. So I think we'll be doing a lot of film work and just preparing for them. And we'll be. I'm very confident that we can stand up to that team.
Right on. So when does that game take place?
That game is not next weekend, but the following. So I think the 21st.
20. Okay.
Is that right? No.
No, that'll be the 26th, 27th.
20, yes, that's
all right. And that's in Winnipeg, or is
it's
that
at St. Vital Mustangs
St. Vital
Field.
Mustangs Field? I highly recommend everybody to come and support the Fearless and the Wolfpack as well. Great women's football. I was surprised to see the speed. I was surprised to see the tenacity. I was a middle linebacker as well.
Yeah.
And I loved hearing the snap of the ball and just doing what I could do best.
Yeah.
Separate ball from player,
It's
head
fun.
from shoulders. It's great.
Very fun.
Thank you, Lisa, for joining us.
Thank you.
And congratulations on the 2-0 start. And we'll hopefully hear from you in the next couple of weeks, see how well you do against the Valkyries.
Sounds great.
Great. And then, so we'll take a short...